All right, today we're going to talk about something super important, navigating your relationships in a way that protects your most valuable resource, your own personal energy.
You know that feeling, right? You hang out with someone, and when you leave, you just feel completely exhausted, like you've just run a mental marathon. Well, you're not imagining it. There's a real dynamic at play here, and the good news is we can actually understand it and learn how to manage it.
Okay, so let's use a metaphor to make sense of this. I want you to imagine that your well-being, all your positivity, your good luck, your peace of mind, is like a bank account. You can call it a blessing account or fubao. It's basically this invisible stash of your personal energy, your resilience, your get up and go.
Now here's the thing about this account. Every single interaction you have affects the balance. Some people in your life, they're just amazing. They make deposits with their support and their good vibes. But others, yeah, they're making these sneaky, unauthorized withdrawals. And a lot of the time, you don't even notice it's happening.
So, who are these energy thieves? Let's break down the three main types of people who can totally drain your account if you're not paying attention. Just being able to spot them is the first huge step in guarding your energy.
First up, we've got a classic character you probably know all too well, the constant complainer. It's like they walk around with their own personal rain cloud, and man, do they want you to stand under it with them. For them, it's just this endless loop of negativity. Nothing is ever good enough. And this isn't just about venting once in a while, no. This is their whole worldview, and they're trying to pull you into their pity party.
So how does this actually drain your account? Well, think of their negativity like a contagious flu. It just infects your own optimism. It chips away at your belief that things can be good. You walk away from that conversation feeling heavier, less motivated, and suddenly your own goals seem kind of pointless.
All right, let's talk about type number 2. This is the person who sees relationships as a one-way street. I'm talking about the user. They are absolute masters of the one-sided transaction. And they're so good at framing their requests, aren't they? They use things like friendship or family as leverage. It's always just a quick favor that ends up taking hours of your time. But when it comes to returning it, yeah, that's never part of the deal.
This isn't subtle at all. It's a direct withdrawal from your account. They take up your time, your money, your patience. And over time, that imbalance just leaves you feeling used and totally resentful. Because let's be real, a relationship that only takes, it's not a relationship, it's a liability.
And finally, we get to the third type, which is often the most subtle and honestly the most damaging of them all, the jealous person. They might call you their friend, but deep down, they see you as their competition. Ugh, the classic backhanded compliment. You hear that, right? On the surface, it sounds nice, but that little dig at the end is just dripping with envy. They can't be genuinely happy for you because your success makes them feel bad about themselves.
And this is where the real invisible damage kicks in. They'll smile at you, but that resentment creates this toxic vibe. When you're constantly around someone who secretly wants you to fail, you start to doubt yourself. You start to second-guess your wins. It's a slow, quiet poison to your confidence. So what in the world are you supposed to do? You can't just cut everyone out of your life. The answer isn't to become cold or selfish. It's about learning something called wise compassion.
Now this is a really important distinction. Being selfish is not the same thing as self-preservation. Wise compassion is knowing you have to protect your own energy first, because if you're totally drained, what good are you to anyone else? It's not selfish, it's just smart.
I love this quote. It just says it all. I mean, think about it. If you're in the middle of a river, struggling just to stay afloat, and you try to save someone else, you're both going to go down. You have to get to solid ground yourself before you can even think about helping somebody else. So how do we actually do this? It's pretty simple. It's a 3-step principle. First, you have to know your own limits. Be honest about what you can and can't do. Second, you have to make replenishing your own energy a priority. And third, when you do help people, share from your surplus, from your overflow, not from your core reserves. But look, setting boundaries with people is only one piece of the puzzle. The most powerful protection you can possibly build isn't around your time, it's inside your own head. This is a huge idea. If your mind is a mess, if it's anxious and all over the place, then even the best situations will feel stressful. But if your mind is calm and centered, you can walk through a storm of negativity and not let it touch you.
So, how do we build this inner strength? It really comes down to 3 core practices. First, stop comparing yourself to other people. Being jealous doesn't hurt them. It only drains your account.
Second, stop complaining. It just feeds a victim mindset and makes you lose energy faster. And third, don't cling. Learn to let go of needing things to be a certain way. That's where you find real, unshakable peace.
And all of this leads to the most empowering idea of all. The final truth about guarding your energy is that, ultimately, the power is all yours.
Just let that sink in for a second. Nobody can steal your peace or your positivity without your permission. If your account is getting drained, it's because you, on some level, are allowing the withdrawal. You are the one who holds the keys.
You know, a happy, energetic life isn't something that just happens to you or that other people give you. It's something you actively build, day by day. You build it with smart choices, strong boundaries, and most of all, by taking care of your own mind.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. Take an honest look at your life. Who are the people making deposits? And who's been making withdrawals? And the most important question of all is, what are you going to do today to become the true guardian of your own energy?